Okay, in our past video, we discussed what an integral of such a function or term looks like. Well, this is somewhat of a poster or a model child of integration. Things do get a little complicated, so this calls for us to review a few properties of integrals. The first one has to do with sums. Suppose you were given, I'm going to have a bullet point here. Suppose you were given a task to integrate the sum of two functions. Let's suppose you were given something like this. Well, the integration properties or the properties of integrals allow us to expand this. So notice here we have the integral of the sum. This can be written as the sum of the integrals. I will omit the x variable in the functions for a second, just for shorthand. So notice what this tells us is that the integral of the sum is nothing more than the sum of the integrals. Effectively, this operation is distributive over the sum. The same is true for the difference. The integral of the difference of functions is also the same as the difference of the integrals. Another property which will be quite useful to us is what happens if now you don't have a sum, but you have a scalar multiple of a function. That is, you are given a task to carry out the integral of, let's say, something like c times f of x dx. And you're told that c is a constant. It could belong, let's say, as a complex number, or it could be a real number, whatever number you like. Well, hopefully not a c number. But so how would you carry this out? Because this is a product of a scalar. This is a scalar multiple of a function. Integration properties allow us to move the constant outside of the integral. That is, we could write this as c times the integral of f of x dx. So we have the liberty of moving this c in and out of the integral. That is, we could move it, keep it inside, or move it outside. So that's another property of the integral, property of integrals, polynomials, that is. Okay, this should be enough for our purposes in describing motion. And I will therefore employ these two properties in order to give an example of how to use these two processes, that is derivatives and integrals in the case of motion. Okay, see you in the next video.